Mr. Weber, an important role of the Comptroller is to audit the public employee union welfare funds, which receive more than $500 million annually in taxpayer revenue and which in the past have been subject to inefficiencies and abuses. How would you improve or expand the current audit activities for union welfare funds?
Well, I would leave, nothing unturned. I would look at productivity, look at, how the money is being spent, and I wouldn't look at the union welfare funds any differently than I would look at outside contracts with the city or traditional agencies, because obviously any savings, any waste that can be found, there's a lot of potential waste throughout the budget, and it's certainly something that's in the purview of the Comptroller's office to save the city money. So I would certainly be very aggressive in the audit function, in the union welfare funds, as well as I would with outside contracts and traditional city agencies.
Thank you. Mr. Yaski?
Well, look, of course, I agree with David that you have to be as aggressive and as fact-based when it comes to the welfare funds as you with any city agency. I think that what you're kind of getting at with your question is, for any political person in New York City, that the labor unions are an important political force, kind of how do you deal with that? And I think that my record speaks for itself. I have tremendous respect for the working men and women, both who work for the city and who are represented by private sector unions, and I think organized labor has done tremendous things to make working people's lives better. But that doesn't mean that you turn a blind eye when there are problems and abuses. You say, listen, I'm here to represent the public, and in that case, I'm here to be a guardian of your members' own interests, and I'm going to do my job.
Thank you. Ms. Katz?
Yeah, look, I would agree. The real question is, can you stand up to unions? Can you be a fair auditor of what's going on inside of the unions? And the answer really is that when the unions are right, you need to be able to stand side by side and be an advocate for them. And when they're wrong, or when there is an abuse of funds, you need to be able to stand up and fight. And I think that that's why, quite honestly, we've done so well in my office, and I've done so well as chair of this committee, because you need to earn the respect by being able to be a fair arbitrator, even with groups that it may not be politically great to do so with.
Thank you. Mr. Liu?
I think, Professor, your question was about abuse of welfare plans, and that has to do with illegitimate claims for benefits, where a lot of the funds are being misappropriated to people who don't necessarily deserve those kinds of benefits. So as Comptroller, I would examine very carefully the processes by which benefit determinations are made and large payouts being made from these welfare plans. At the same time, I would also ensure that there's a full objectivity, because there are many cases where the benefits are denied when in fact they are actually deserved. So it goes both ways. It speaks to improving the efficiency of the approval process.
Thank you.